Who am I here with?
Brady?
Brady. Okay. Nice to meet you, Brady. And that's spelled B-R-A-D-Y?
Yep,
Okay, Brady. How you doing, Brady?
good.
Good? Doing all right, man. So, man, Freak, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I grew up in Kansas. Honestly, I've been out here for like 6 years now. Well, I live in Wasco right now. I come over here to like donate plasma and make a little bit of money and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting on the bus right
Gotcha. And, born and raised in Wasco?
now. No, I'm from Kansas.
Oh, Kansas, my
I grew up
bad.
in Kansas now. I've only been out here for like 6 years.
Okay. How old are you, man?
27.
27? Oh, man, you still young. Okay, man. So, as of now, what's your current state of being?
Not good. It could be better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could be way better.
Gotcha.
To live right now. I just got kicked out of the place I was living in Moscow.
So, how'd you get kicked out?
I knew the landlord. I was living in one of their houses. They said I could live there, but then I had a friend that moved in, and he just dump all this trash into the yard. And the city started to come by, and they didn't like that. They red tagged the house and wanted everybody out of there, so we couldn't be in there anymore.
Gotcha. So Brady, let's start from the beginning. Like growing up as a kid, you have both your parents in your life?
Yeah, I didn't live with them because I ended up being adopted by my grandma, and then she had passed away, and then I was adopted by my aunt and uncle, and lived with them. But I had spent time with my mom and dad.
Okay.
I just didn't live with them.
Gotcha. And do you still currently keep in touch with your family? Gotcha. You guys are good?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah, because I'm lucky that I did end up living with my aunt and uncle. If it would have been otherwise, it wouldn't have been
Free. What about the support? Have you reached out to them for support? Okay, that's good. How did that go?
good, but I kind of just told my aunt and uncle right now that I've been getting helped out too much. I kind of want to try and figure it out on my own. Make myself better on my own without help.
Gotcha.
I've been relying on help too much.
Yeah, man, that's respectable. You're currently 27, so in your 20s, how were you as a young teen?
I'm alright. I mean, they might say otherwise that I wasn't the best listener, but I tried my best.
I got you, man. So Brady, you currently out here roaming the streets?
No. I just come over here to donate plasma.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm still kind of cursing in Moscow with a friend right now.
Okay. And Free. How is that for the process of donating plasma?
I don't think it's a good idea, honestly. It's alright, I think, a couple of times, but because I've had a few people tell me that one of them that he takes a couple of years after his life. And then I have a cousin that I actually used to live with, and she said her friend's son passed away basically from doing that and being sucked dry.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't know you can die from donating. It's crazy.
Because I believe it's different than blood. They put your red blood cells back in, but they just take the clear liquid.
And you got any a family? You know, like wife, kids of your own?
No.
No. Okay. And
I need to work on myself to.
yeah. Yeah. And you know, you currently, you know, don't take no substance. Okay, man, that's
Maybe
good.
like marijuana.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
But I'm actually trying to like. I've been like I've cut back on that because I'm trying to join the military too. Honestly.
Oh,
So
okay.
spend my last time
Yeah, you know, yeah, you still got time.
staying out there.
So, do you know you want to like do in the military? Or you just want to enlist?
I got a general idea. Like I've gone to the recruiter and I've taken all the testing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went in there, like I had my mind set on like being like infantry, you know,
Yeah.
weapons and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
But then like I didn't realize like the variety of jobs. There's like a ton of jobs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm putting it
All right. So Brady, like, you know, I know you said you talked about like wanting to listen to the military. Was that something that like you always knew like that you wanted to do, or you had other like dreams and goals?
Because honestly, I had thought about it, and then I was like, no, I don't think that's something like I'd want to do.
Uh huh.
But then when I went to the recruiter and stuff, and we were talking, like, I was like, okay, that just sounds really, like, it sounds really interesting. I think I could make a career out of it.
Yeah. So, Brady, as of right now, man, you know, what steps are you taking to like, you know, have your own spot, you know, focus on like you know, career and some like stability.
Honestly, I've been hanging out with, like, the wrong people
Mm-hmm.
too much, and I'm trying to, like, stop that and work on myself, like, honestly. Find a job. Stay out of trouble, honestly. 'Cause I've had trouble with that too in the past.
Uh-huh.
And stuff. We have been to prison and jail out there. I know better than
Okay, man. So you've been locked up. You know, how was that experience like? You know, for the first time being locked up. You know, what was going through your head? How did you feel at that moment?
it opened my eyes because when I first found out, like, I was going to prison and stuff, I was nervous and worried. But in the end, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't mind me asking, what'd you get locked up for?
It was burglary and theft. Well, it
Gotcha.
was just one of them. They said if I take the plea deal, they just leave me with the theft or the burglary. I can't remember which one.
Gotcha, man. And how long you do?
It was a little over a year altogether. Like 7 months in county and then 6, I think, in prison.
Gotcha, man. You ever had to like, you know, get down, you know, get into a fight? No?
No, because that's the one thing, like, I was always telling, like, no, like, be respectful and, like, don't look at someone the wrong way.
Right.
Because I know, I've heard a bunch of stories of, like, prison system out here and stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's way different out there.
You know, there's no like, no race wars, no like click ups or anything?
My opinion, like, the bigger prisons, because I kind of got sent to a smaller one where there was going to be, like, the safest
Uh-huh.
prison in the U.S. But, I mean, it's still kind of a small town because I grew up in a small town.
Yeah.
It was close to where I grew up. They didn't even have, like, no tobacco kind of thing. Stuff like that.
Okay. You know, a lot of people, they get locked up, you know, they turn to God. Like, you know, were you like, you know, like that, you know, start speaking to God?
Yeah.
Or, you know, or you always like, you know, believed in God
Yeah,
to
but
begin with?
honestly, I had already, because I was raised up like that. I grew up Catholic, like strict Catholic, and household.
Yeah.
I always believe in God for sure.
Uh-huh.
But I kind of talk to him more, yeah.
Gotcha, man. Sheesh. You know, you've been through some ups and downs of life. You know, we all have. You know, is it something that like, you know, you recognize within yourself that like how you stated earlier, how maybe you're not the best listener? Is there anything else that like may come to mind and be like, you know what, like I was like, you know, wrong, you know, I was looking at this in the wrong way.
Yeah, just try and make better decisions. Think about it more.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, this is what I want to do. This is more than likely not a good idea.
I got you, man.
I'm gonna give it a second thought. This is really a good idea.
Yeah, man. Think twice. Yep.
Yeah.
Freaking you know, since then, like learning about like, you know, your mistakes, you know, your faults, you know, can you name something that like, you know, like actually, can you name a time that like, you know, maybe you're about to go like, you know, experience the same situation again, but like you failed the first time, but the second time, you know, you corrected your behavior? No.
Well, because when I did get locked up, well, I didn't correct it, I guess that time, because I went to jail and I got out, and I got caught doing the same thing.
Yeah.
In a different town. Honestly, I don't think I can.
I got you, man. Any like regrets?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But doing all the stuff I went to jail.
I got you, man.
Just getting like breaking into people's cars. Not really breaking into them, just making like getting it and unlocking them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, Brady. Damn, Brady. You know, free. That's it and stuff, man. And I wish the best for you, man.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Brady.